Hey, this is King, and well, I'm in a completely different location now. I I booked a hotel by myself for the first time ever, and traveling alone it's a it's a new experience. It's pretty nerve-wracking, actually. I just the amount of new stuff that I've done today. You know, getting out the airport and getting my own ride. I took a taxi service for the first time. I've never lived in an area where I've needed to use taxi or have used taxi. Or if I have, it was with someone else being there and they paid for it, right? So that was my first time using taxi by myself. You know, Booking a hotel room, getting into the hotel, dealing with it, making sure it's okay. It's pretty interesting, right? And I just wanted to document that, right? That trying new things, doing new things, right? You know, uh, I'm in the area that I'm in because there is an event going on soon, so you know, I want to be here for it to support my people. But yeah, I just think it's really cool, really interesting to actually get out there and do new things. And I think a lot of people, they get stuck in their own bubbles, right? Just stuck in with the things that they already know, that they already do, and they don't really go out and explore like that, right? Try new things, don't really want to try new things, right? And I've been that way was for a while as well, right? I would just stay, you know, in my own little bubble, right? That's something my mom used to say, because I would just be in my room a lot. I would just play my games. It's like, oh, you just stay in your own little world, right? And that's partially because I didn't really feel comfortable just inside my own house, but also partially just because that's just what I was comfortable doing. I just was comfortable just being in my own space. I would do my homework. I would just play games, right? I would come out to eat or just grab my food and come back in my room because, that's just kind of the family dynamic I had, But yeah, it's interesting to actually, grow up and try new things, just interacting with people as well. That's another thing I'm actively trying to do. You know, I was talking with some of the citizens of this new area that I'm in, right? This new city, just trying to get a feel for how, people think, right? Because I think it's interesting to interact with people and see how, just different parts of their life just through a small conversation, like whether it's, how they feel about something, their mannerisms, things like dialect, uh, how they say stuff, accents. I think that's all really interesting just to see just how being in a certain location can create vast differences in someone, right? I heard about this in biology, I think it was, where it's like it would be one species, right? And they would go two different sides of a river, and then over the years, both of those what started as one species now became two completely different species because they lived on two different sides of the river. And I think that's interesting. I don't know why I thought of that. I don't know. That was so random because I don't even care for biology that much. I passed it, but then I forgot. Well, I guess I didn't forget that much because I still remember a decent amount if I can actually think about it. But yeah, just seeing how different people, interact. And I think it's good to talk with, any and everyone, different walks of life, you know, people maybe who are less fortunate than you, talking with them. I think it's always nice, talking with older people as well, just seeing their little life stories. I was talking with a vet earlier, and he's just telling me how he's been retired for 30 something years, and he doesn't really remember much from the war or his time served, but he enjoys retirement. And I just think that it's like, okay, so what I take from that is that even at their time served, because he said he served 20 years, even if your time served did take its toll on his body, now he's enjoying not really doing much, right? So, which also speaks to me about the place that he lives, and it's like maybe there isn't much to do, but I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but I just wanted to just talk to the camera, really get my thoughts out there on record. And yeah, it's interesting to see just how different life really can be. Just doesn't matter where you're from, what you do, where you're going. I also want to talk about just this plane ride that I had today. That was super scary. I was on the smallest plane that I've ever been in, because the plane that I was on goes to a regional airport, and so they don't have like big commercial planes. That thing was scary. Oh my goodness, because it was shaking like crazy, and I just wasn't used to it. And it's crazy too, because I want to be a pilot, but I was scared of that plane. So that was something new, being on that small little plane. But hey, we're good now. We're still here. We made it. And yeah, it's lots of new stuff today, man. It's very interesting where life takes you. And, being able to appreciate the beauty of any area that you're in, the beauty of the people around you, the beauty in conversing with people, the nature. And also, the beauty of solitude, right? If you look if you look hard enough, you can appreciate almost anything, right? I think that's just how life is. It's meant to be appreciated, right? Just simple things like even like these paintings behind me, right, or these pictures, right? They're beautiful if you want them to be, right? Some people, they're just wall decoration, right? But to me, I see that each of those pictures, holds memories, right? And I think it adds to the overall room aesthetic, right? Because that wall is green, right? Most of those pictures are nature related, so it adds to it. But yeah, like I said, I'm just kind of rambling at this point, just unedited. Just wanted to get my thoughts out there. But yeah, life's pretty crazy if you want it to be. But if you're seeing this, I love you. I hope everything's going great with you. Try something new. Try something new. Doesn't matter how big or small it is. Just try something new. Maybe you'll learn something from it. So, yeah. That's all I have to say. Have a good one.